Hello everyone, in this video we're gonna do a fake CAPTCHA extravaganza. So in the last couple videos I have been proven time and time again that fake CAPTCHAs are really common nowadays and I'm just really bad at finding them. So here is a list a subscriber of mine, MC Edge, compiled for me, and every domain is a fake CAPTCHA. So we're gonna enter every site in this list and execute every command it asks us to execute. That's the challenge. The objective is to, I don't know, infect the computer with malware. So let's go. Let's go ahead and run the first one. If you watched the previous video, you might remember this domain. This is a fake YouTube CAPTCHA. So let's go ahead and run that. First, we get a real CAPTCHA at the beginning. And then, once it actually verifies we're a human, we get a fake CAPTCHA. Isn't that lovely? I'm surprised it's still not been flagged as a malicious website. So before you continue to YouTube, tick this checkbox and we get the verification steps. So I'm gonna create another document where I'm gonna save every command it asks us to execute. I think this is gonna be it's gonna be super nice. It's gonna be like a, MapReduce kind of thing. Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Look at this command. It's not suspicious at all. Like, start process MSHTA. It doesn't look suspicious in the run box at all. I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna run this. Wow, I think it's own. I think these domains are owned by the same person. What? Damn. Oh, so yeah, we get the same prompt. And I almost forgot to mention that these websites are categorized by the website they're trying to mimic. So the first category is YouTube scams. So you get a, before you continue to YouTube screen with a, oh yeah, you get the same command. So that's another domain that's not been flagged and it's serving malware live right now. That's great. ReplyYouTube.com. Interesting, that's the most plausible looking domain so far. You also get a Cloudflare CAPTCHA. Imagine it's just gonna be the same thing over and over again. Yeah, it looks like we get the same thing over and over, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, dude. Holy moly, YouTubeAppRV.com. And yep, that's the same command from these 5 sites. These 5 domains serve this exact same website, and this website is malicious and none of these domains are flagged, and one of the domains is called youtubesite.com. And one of them is YouTubeAppRV and replyyoutube.com. So this makes me believe part of this malware is being distributed through email so that they can phish the hell out of people using that domain, replyyoutube.com. But anyways, that's the first command we have extracted. And this just goes out to show how common the fake CAPTCHAs are. And they're being distributed in masses. And the domains being bought in bulk. Which also in turn means that people fall for this. And you guys should stop falling for that. That's kind of the newest trick in the book. But it's still kind of, not plausible. Booking.groupcextranet.com. I think it's owned by the same person. I can't even lie. Yeah, this all looks the same. Verify. I'm just gonna insert every booking website. Yeah, it's all protected by Cloudflare for a moment. I'm just saying it's all protected by Cloudflare. Every domain like this should get an abuse report. RSVRV CAPTCHA.com 504. Cool. So we get a fake booking.com website with the same kind of looking CAPTCHA and the same genuine looking scroll on the back. So it's absolutely the same. Although there's one difference I'm noticing, that Last time it was bookvrff.com. Now it's dmnbkv.com. Let's check out bookvrff, how it's doing. I think it got blasted. It's still giving us the service unavailable treatment in the browser, but it's gonna download something if we run it through PowerShell. The domain names for phishing websites like that are being, I think they're being hand selected, and the domains for the droppers are being randomly generated. So we get 3 booking.com fake CAPTCHAs, we get 5 YouTube fake CAPTCHAs, and one of the booking.com domains doesn't serve us anything, gives us an error 504. Alright, moving on swiftly to the Cloudflare CAPTCHA, the fake Cloudflare CAPTCHA. This is the one I reviewed yesterday. And verify you're human by completing the action below. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. Here's the command. That's a different command I reviewed in the last video on my channel. It's an obfuscated string that's downloading the file and then running it. So that's great. All right, that's a new string we've got finally. Zin, check you, Cloud. 404 not found. So this CAPTCHA is dead. Okay. Decept financial. I think it's trying to say financial. Will it load? Is the question. This site has been reported as unsafe. Lovely. That's what we're looking for. Coinbase.com. Verify you're human by completing the action below. So this is the first Cloudflare CAPTCHA I witnessed that is faking the domain name. Let's click I'm not a robot. Wait, it does nothing, does it? Let's see. Has it copied anything? It has not copied anything into my clipboard. Let's make it happen. Where's the script? There are the scripts. Generate token. Okay. Wait, it's Russian. Yo, look at this. This is Russian malware. So what this is saying here is remove everything after a question mark. That's a timestamp. Then it's the main token, 60 characters. And the rest is a random nonce. Are there any more Russian comments? So this code is of Russian origin, which is nice to know. Okay, that's the command it's trying to copy right here. See this? So this is another type of obfuscation where they just use base64 to encode the command and run it through PowerShell, because PowerShell supports running base64 encoded commands. And so there is another layer of indirection, which is cmd/c, which means to run a script. Let's go ahead and decode this base64 real quick. Decode. It's not UTF-8, I think it's UTF-16 or something like that. Let's try auto-detecting that. Oh yeah, awesome. Look at that. So we get a different kind of a string. And basically, I don't really know what that means. Honestly. HTTPS something PowerShell. So it seems like the token generation function at the beginning, with Russian comments of course, is related to this nonce at the end. It's trying to mimic the Cloudflare behavior. It doesn't have anything to do with the PowerShell command. It might be another type of obfuscation where they invoke the web request from this website, and there's supposed to be a website, and they probably have a centralized dashboard where they supply the fake domain names for droppers. which are streamed down to those websites and then copied into your clipboard. Checkbox, add event listener. Oh, okay, this is why it doesn't work. Reading write text. Where's write text? Clipboard write text. Oh, wait, hold up a second. Is this just garbage? It seems like they just copy-pasted stuff from the other side and then just put another thing in here. So this is the real command they're executing. It doesn't really matter if we click or not. All the code is available in the console. I think they just actually messed up the JS, but it's okay. It's for the better. So they just ripped off this command from some other website, fake Cloudflare website, and then they inserted this. And this looks much better. So what it does here, it runs PowerShell and invokes a web request, a fetch. It fetches using XML HTTP, just like JS. Then it does a get HTTP request to $H, which is the variable here. It basically downloads this file. That's the same thing. Whenever you get a file, it downloads the file. And then IEX, it just opens it, executes the script. Let's go ahead and check what's this all about. 0x0 ST. And it's obfuscated. It looks like base 64 again, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it is base 64. Wait, hold up a second. Or is this just obfuscation? Because I see something at the end. So it looks like the meat is at the bottom of the file. Okay, so I think this is an executable file encoded as base 64 at the beginning, and it's assigned to a variable. Here's a variable, which has an obfuscated name, which is stored as a base 64 string, which is then converted from base 64, and then change extension to CMD. Well, it is still executable. The CMD extension does nothing to change it. You can still execute a CMD file if it's in exe. And then it writes text to another file, which is probably in camera roll. Where was it? I forgot where it was. Okay, user profile, pictures, camera roll. It saves itself to a camera roll. So it writes the following bytes. Start encrypted generator 64.exe, which is probably the base 64 representation of that file right here. And then it adds itself to the startup, user startup HKCU right here. Name, yeah, that name is super dodgy. And then, well, then it removes the dropper or something. So that's the basic idea. So that's another way to drop malware onto your computer. It's to encode everything in base 64 and then execute it via PowerShell, because PowerShell supports executing base 64. Alright, on to the next one. IrinaParashev.com. Irina is a Russian name, by the way. Oh my god, what? There's an entire fake website, which is then followed by a fake CAPTCHA. I've never seen that before. That's very impressive. Let's verify we're human, which is obviously fake. Whoa! I've never seen that before. These keys, oh my lord, look at that. They're beautiful. Let's copy the command it asked us to execute. Oh my lord, MSHTA. So we're going directly to the action. We're using MSHTA to drop something from an IP address and code something. I think these are arguments that are passed to MSHTA. We're gonna keep that, all right? So I'm gonna remove the duplicates at the beginning. They're owned by the same person. Okay. On to the next one. I'm actually quite interested to see what's on the back of the site. Paused in debugger, what? I didn't mean to. Oh my god, download the React DevTools for a better development experience. That's a React app. Wait, is this an anti-debugger? Wait, hold on. Is this so you can't debug the site? Are they trying to prevent me from debugging the site? What? Really? Whoa, dude, what the hell? Yeah, it's definitely made so you can't really debug this and you can't find where it copies the link from. That's so dodgy. That's so dodgy, dude. So disgusting. Also, HTML lang is row Romanian. No wonder they're trying to steal our wallets here. Anyways, doesn't really matter as long as we got the executable here. Glynnethdental.com. Could this be another fake website? Oh, it's unsafe. Who would have known? Oh, it seems like the first website. Oh, so it seems like the first website. Oh, so it seems like the first... Oh, Microsoft Defender summary. Microsoft Defender antivirus did not find any threats since your last summary. Well, that's gonna change in a bit. This reminds me of the first fake Cloudflare website, and it also updates in the background. So it's probably gonna have the same exact clipboard link. Let's confirm that is in fact the case. And move on. Allah ba 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 ba. Searchesdex.me. Oh, it's the one with the dark mode. But the CAPTCHA itself isn't really in the dark mode, so what the hell, man? Verify you're human. Sure. Oh, that's a new one. I've never seen this one before. To better prove you're not a robot. Oh, well, that's the same old, but I have to copy-paste everything in the run box, unfortunately. Oh, it employs the same strategy as the best fake Cloudflare CAPTCHA I've seen so far. So check this out. If we input that into the run box, there is a comment at the very end of the string, so it looks plausible. ReCAPTCHA verification ID. I actually don't know what ReCAPTCHA has to do anything with Cloudflare, but who cares? Anyways, the idea here, it downloads captcha.txt from cfunstable.media, cf probably standing for Cloudflare. Then it calls it captcha.vbs, it renames the file, and then it starts the VBS file. Awesome. Let's check out what it has to offer. Oh no, it's dead. An X domain. The domain was seized or something. Anyway, captchabot.cc. The legendary CAPTCHA bot. Why is there a pill? Show me the money. CAPTCHA bot is dead. An X domain. What? Really? I was just reviewing it yesterday. And now it's dead. CAPTCHA bot is no longer with us. So they're very short-lived. The fake CAPTCHAs are super short-lived, but they are produced in masses, so there's still many of them. So this was the last website from the fake Cloudflare CAPTCHA category. And we're moving on to the miscellaneous category. Let's go ahead and run that website. Nothing suspicious about that one. Okay, fake blur. And it says in Russian, I'm not a robot. I really don't understand why it speaks Russian to me because my IP is Swedish. But anyway, let's click on that. Oh, then now that's Ukrainian. So in Ukrainian it says, complete these steps to complete the check. To better verify that you're not a robot, do the following. Press Win plus R, press Ctrl V, and then enter. After these steps are completed, you will be redirected to the page with the content. Alright, well, let's see what it copied to our clipboard. MSHTA Kotlin, Microsoft ID. Oh yeah, that's it seems to be more common than I thought it would be. So they just adding the comment here. So you don't see what you're actually pasting in the run box. Awesome. On to the next one. That's just a direct IP address. I'm gonna continue to that unsafe website. And it looks like phishing. It looks like a fake CAPTCHA, but with extra steps. Admin.com. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep me signed in. It's made by Microsoft for some reason. The reCAPTCHA didn't load. Oh, and then you get a fake CAPTCHA. Wow. Why are there all these extra steps when you could just, you know, load the site? No, I think that's Spanish. I think that's Spanish. Either Spanish or Portuguese. So this one invokes the web request and directly runs it using IEX command. And there's nothing to hide. It's not obfuscated. Except there is a... Of course, there is a little cherry on top. Moving on to the next one. drewbyte.github.io. So this fake CAPTCHA is hosted on GitHub. It's called reCAPTCHA fish. Wait, hold on. Maybe it's actually a little demonstration. I'm Drew, script kitty. Yeah, I think it's not actually a fake reCAPTCHA. I think it's a malware database and someone just posted a CAPTCHA there. For demonstration purposes. Yeah, exactly. drewbyte.github.io, reCAPTCHA verify, malicious file. Well, there's another Drew somewhere out there that's preserving malware just like me. Lovely. Go follow this guy or something. Moving on to the last CAPTCHA of the day, which is iyyta.com/CAPTCHA. B2B travel. Oh, it's a Cloudflare CAPTCHA stylized for some website. The domain is obviously fake. It's trying to fake the B here. Sure, let's hit that button. And it might be this just the same thing. Oh, wait, hold on. I just saw it verified me. It verified me successfully. Why aren't you moving on to the website then, huh? It downloads another file from the website and then runs the HTA file. That's it. So all these fake CAPTCHAs are live right now, and it's a huge problem. And one day, I actually believe these websites are going to make our lives worse, simply because the browser policies are gonna become tighter, and unauthorized clipboard access is gonna be restricted for websites by default, because it's now utilized for scams. And yeah, that's kind of sad. My website uses clipboard access to copy the code into your clipboard. So yeah, I think in the near future, we're gonna see the deprecation of Navigator clipboard usage. It's gonna be really sad, but that's what these scams are utilizing to look more genuine. So yeah, I think we're losing that feature in the near future. Anyways, here's the beautiful, bountiful harvest we have reaped, and I think it's time to start all these commands on this computer. All right, so let's go ahead and use our run box here and run one after another. Threats found. Oh no, wait. I need to turn off the Microsoft Defender. Click fix. No. Wait, hold on. Real-time protection, get rid of that. Running this again. It's downloading stuff. Application tool. Yes. Come on, let me... What? Task Manager PS1. Oh my god, what's going on? Run cache task manager. It's trying to fake a task manager, but I know for sure it's not a task manager. We all know full well it's not a task manager. Another one. And another one. And another one. And another one. Wait. Oh lord, there's so much crap that's running right now. MSHTA. I need more web frames. Give me more web frames. Threats found. Turn it off. Turn it off. Don't run real-time protection. Get out of here. I'm gonna allow everything. I don't care, Microsoft Defender. I'm gonna turn off everything. Why is it... I'm gonna turn off tamper protection as well. Why is it bothering me? Why is it so mean to me? Store environment UPD. Okay. And the last one. Service control. Okay, so they're all called differently. Config run PS1. Yes, we're running everything. I'm gonna keep that in here. We get 4 HTA frames, and we get a bunch of PowerShell windows. Face cond 32.exe, which is a fake something. Yeah, FaceCon. It has a Visual Studio icon. Microsoft Visual Studio. Interesting. Code coverage instrumentation tool. So it's tailored to developers, probably to juniors, so they get infected. We're gonna let them stew for a bit, and then come back to it in like 5 minutes. Okay, so these two guys are stuck. I am not really sure why. I'm gonna close them off. Oh, wait, what? It's asking to run it again. Wait, it's downloading something. Turn on virus protection. No, thank you. The process cannot access the file core data because it's being used by another process. Oh, so it's probably the same dropper. It's trying to call itself the same name and then just fails. Oh, it's persistent. It's very persistent. It's like if you close that window, it creates 2 more. Something like that. Look at that. What? That's so disgusting. And this kind of reminds me of ransomware. I think if you guys watched me long enough, you might remember No More Ransom. And whenever you started the sample, it was pesting you to run it with administrator privileges. And if you said no, it would just re-trigger the UAC window. So yeah, this kind of reminds me of that. So the rest of HTA can be... Windows cannot access the specified device, path, or file. You may not have the appropriate permissions to access the item. And you would think we have come out victorious after we have run so much malware in our computer. But not so fast, because we have a couple extra processes in our task manager. For example, we have a double core data, which is consuming a bunch of CPU right here. And it's being put on startup, as far as I know. It's being... There is z.hta in roaming /r, which is, I guess, super cool, which runs PowerShell, which runs Task Manager and does something, and then does it again. Let's check out the startup registry key. Usually writes itself into HKCU because it only has access to the current user. As you can see, there is there's a little entry, which is called encrypted generator 64.exe, that is stored in our camera roll. Pictures camera roll. There it is. I'm not really sure what that file is. Pop-up notify. Aume partition assistant. Sure. I do trust that. There is MSHTA as well running in the background. If I viewed the command line, it wouldn't be any good. Yeah, it's that z.hta. Let's check out the startup folder. Okay, so here's the starter, which is stored in data box under roaming, under app data. launcher.exe. Then we got boot svc. Oh yes, the boot service, which is core data.exe under store bin and under app data. And we have delete app under, which is a URL. Interesting. So it's tybd7.exe under C Windows temp. In the previous video, I was too tired to see that it was actually in C Windows temp. So I was looking into the regular temp folder. Let's check out the Windows temp folder. Config run. So there is the config run ps1 file. There's the script. Oh, let's see what it does. All right. It disables Windows Defender, of course. And yeah, that's related to core data.exe. You can read the code if you want. I can't really be bothered. So yeah, our computer is pretty much infected with a bunch of stealers. And these stealers are stealthy. So you can't use this computer anymore, pretty much. They don't really show themselves. Let's go ahead and restart the computer and see what happens. Alrighty. We have restarted the computer. I immediately want to check the task manager. Encrypted generator 64.exe is already running. For some reason, Microsoft Teams have launched. They weren't on startup back when the machine was not infected. Vet uninstall, what's that? Wait, open file, okay. Oh, we get a bunch of command prompts popping up. That's lovely. Oh, I think it replaced itself into program data. Okay. Yeah, we get core data as well. That's it. So yes, this is what happens when you run malware from a fake CAPTCHA. You cannot use this computer anymore. I would just reinstall personally. So yeah, please don't fall victim to this type of scam. And thank you for watching. Take care.